Says here, bus towed on Russian road with log instead of tire. Yeah, I wonder how if they had any trouble logging in and logging out. I'm sorry, I could resist. Avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded. Okay.
What? You're recording?
I never would have guessed.
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
And that is lightsaber dueling is now recognized as a sport in France.
Say what?
Lightsaber dueling has been officially recognized as a competitive sport by the French Fencing Federation. The governing body has given the weapon from the Star Wars saga the same status as the traditional blades, the foil and saber.
That's for real. Wow. There's you just remind me of a Christmas joke. There was a picture of Darth Vader, in the black mask. And the meme says, I'm laughing because I know the punchline, but the meme says, it's Christmas, Darth. The meme says, I find your lack of Christmas spirit disturbing. That was clever. I like that one. Okay. What do you call a chicken at the North Pole? Lost. So stupid. They're funny. So stupid. I know. It's like these are not my because I have time. Go ahead. You can laugh some more. Oh, I think it's cute. It's
Okay.
I think I'll go finish washing the car while Stephanie stops laughing. I'm just kidding.
Go grocery shopping.
I don't know. It was. See, when I first read it, I'm like, where is that joke going? It ain't going anywhere. He's lost. That's where he's going, Oh, man. Let's see. But that's the type of fun we had with the guys hanging out.
Excellent.
What does a vampire... What does a vampire...
What is a vampire? What? Stop still at the chicken.
I got the giggles now myself. Okay. Still with the chicken? Okay. I'll give Stephanie 30 more seconds to catch up here.
On the North Sea tour, I was driving and there was one morning where everything was going wrong.
Okay.
Like the breakfast room wasn't open when they said it was going to be at the hotel, and I was trying to leave to get to the next ferry, and there was a bus parked right outside the parking lot, and it was blocking me. And everything that could go wrong was going wrong, and I was in such a bad mood. And I'm just driving, and I'm late, and I'm worried that I'm going to miss the ferry. And all of a sudden, this random chicken just runs across the road, and I was like, "What?"
That's why you're loud. Okay. All right.
But I don't know. So chickens make me happy.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right. So
Sorry, I'm still thinking about the chicken.
what do you call a chicken at the North Pole? Lost. Well, he should have had a GPS. I'm going to time Stephanie's laugh going now. Okay, I got a new smartwatch. Okay, go. Linux in Germany. What do people there use briefly?
Well, I feel like Germans in general are very privacy conscious. They're also, well, it depends. I mean, it's hard to make generalizations no matter what, because I also hang out with just a very certain group of people. So it's hard for me to say, but I do know that Germans in general, even in things like, social media, they're very much more concerned with privacy than Americans are. And they're also very much more concerned with, I guess the ideas and ideals behind open source things. So I know a lot of people in the US who also use Linux, but I have a lot of friends here that aren't even really computer people, that are at least very interested in Linux just because of the ideas that it represents. So I feel like I mean, I don't know any of the statistics. I don't know if it's more popular here or not. I couldn't give you a scientific
Yeah.
report, but I just from the feeling that I get from friends here and friends over there,
Right.
I feel like it's more
Right.
popular here. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another news and nonsense. My wonderful singer friend from Germany is back, Stephanie Forian, and we're going to talk a little bit, well, the usual weekly, some news and stuff. And I do have a technical question for Stephanie concerning Mac. So, Stephanie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Can't complain. I'm dressed up because it is my birthday. So,
Happy
yes.
birthday.
Thank you. All right. So, I have a technical question first. Let's say I am new to YouTube. I'm a new artiste, singer, and I have a budget of $2,000. Okay.
Mhm.
Would that be enough to buy a powerful enough Mac computer with all the software I need? Or should I just maybe with that budget, just stick with Windows? What say you?
I think it depends on how computer savvy you are. If you're the sort of person who is able to troubleshoot your own technical issues, then I think I would stick with Windows maybe because you're going to get more bang for your buck. However, if you are really not tech savvy at all, Mac does make it easier, especially because the Mac comes with audio and video editing programs. And so if you're starting simple, because I know when I first started doing music, I was doing very simple things. And my first videos were also very simple videos. And so the software that came with my Mac was more than enough in the beginning. So then you could probably get, I don't know, maybe the simplest, smallest MacBook. I mean, to be honest, the iMacs are the better deal. I just need a laptop because I work from all different places. But yeah, if you can get like an iMac, that's great. And also, my first Mac I bought used. You can get refurbished Macs directly from Mac, or you can go to a computer store. I got mine from just some dude that I found on the internet,
Okay.
on eBay. And he let me come by his store and test it out to make sure it worked. And then I took it home and I used that for the first 3 years. And I think that was a $400 machine. So
Nice.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So with today's prices and technology, you would say $2,000 should be enough, but if you got a little more budget, definitely go with the higher, speedier Macs.
Well,
Sound.
my whole thing now, like now that I've gotten used to things and I do a lot more, like I use some more complicated stuff that needs more power. Now what I do is I always max out any computer I buy so that it will last a long time. Because then I don't need to keep upgrading things, especially when you buy a Mac, because everything is just in that Mac now. You can't really upgrade it. It's not like a PC where you can take it apart and you can just insert more RAM. And so, like I'm saying, if you're an expert and if you know how to build computers, then definitely go with a PC because you can play around with it and do all
Okay.
sorts of stuff. However, if you know nothing about computers and you just want it to work, I feel like Mac is easier that way.
Fair enough. I know you mentioned last week that during the update process for Windows, you have to reinstall your video drivers, graphics. Oh my goodness.
Every single time. Yeah.
So if it wasn't for the headaches, Windows would be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Like
Because
I
you
have
use,
yeah,
yeah.
the processing power and everything is fine. The problems I run into with my Windows is just that it's either crashing or I'm constantly having to reinstall things or the drivers need updating. It's just a constant headache. And I spend, I'd say, still a good 30% of my time just troubleshooting.
Did you have these same issues in Windows 7?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. That is a little bit surprising because Windows 7 was less complicated from what I've been
Yeah. Well,
seeing.
I didn't have the issues with the graphics card and the
Okay.
updates. That wasn't the same issue, but troubleshooting wise, I was still spending 30 to 35%
Oh,
of my time I'd say troubleshooting.
and nothing like that in Mac at all.
No, like normally once I get a Mac up and running, it works. My problem right now is that my Mac is really old,
Yeah.
and so it's really having trouble keeping up with what I need to do now. But
Wow.
but I find I can normally get away with using a PC for 3 to 4 years before I need to start thinking about either getting a new one or updating parts of it. Whereas a Mac will last me a good 10 years.
Wow.
And so when I look at that, when you look at the time you're using it for, sometimes even though it might be more of an investment up front, I feel like it might be a more efficient investment over time.
With what you do and then the longevity of the Mac and less headache in the long run. So you buy it one time and you're done. You're not going to change the RAM or upgrade the RAM or it just you buy it, you're done. And that's what you buy a Mac for.
Yes, but I do have to say, I mean, there are definitely downsides to Mac. I'm not like a Mac lover,
Right,
like
right.
because like the port thing is horrible. you have to buy all sorts of adapters and dongles and crazy things. And I just
Yeah.
spend like, I think
Yeah.
$300 on a hub. Like,
Oh my God,
that's
really?
just, I like, if I buy a
That's
computer, I just want to have the ports in it. And that's what I like about my PC.
it's
And
all there.
also,
Mm.
yeah, and like I do have to say, because I want very certain things like on my Mac,
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, it's hard to get it up and running. But to be honest, I find that with both systems. But once it's running on the Mac, it's there.
Okay.
And I don't have any further problems.
Well, there you go. There's some March Mac Madness talk. It is March, so all right. Let's see. New York police rescue sheep tied to Brooklyn tree. Whoever did that was bad.
That was bad.
That's one for Stephanie. Okay. Anyway, I mentioned because I was born in Brooklyn. Okay. All right. Okay. Man forced to shorten fence gets even with nude mannequins.
Okay.
I don't get that, but it just,
People are weird.
it's a story. Just, is this in Florida too? Oh, California. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Oh, this is from Detroit. Man throws shoe with gun in it at cockroach. Bullet strikes him in the foot.
That one deserves a face palm.
I guess that guy was trying to be cocky. Ha I mean, dude, you're throwing a loaded gun. And never. I caught a bit of news from Eros Ramazzotti. He's coming to Boston.
Really?
June 22nd.
Hey.
He's coming to the Wang Theater. Is it really called Wang?
It's
Theater?
called the Wang Theater, yeah. What can I say?
Okay. The Wang Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Eros is coming there, which of all places. Go figure. So I haven't seen him in years, so he's playing at the Wang. Okay. Anyway, Stephanie, we do have a request from a new fan of yours. His name is Paul. He wants to hear the Sunshine song. I think it's the song called The Sun. I think it's his wife, but anyway, it is a beautiful song. So why don't we start off the show with The Sun?
Okay, Paul, this is for you and your wife. I woke up this morning with clouds in my head, but they all rolled away when I got out of bed, and the sun shone on my face with the warmth of your embrace when I thought of you. We don't fit perfect, and sometimes the weather's rough, but we have enough good days to make it up, and the sun shines on my face with the warmth of your embrace when I think of you. Sometimes I wonder where I would have been if I'd never met you and your seasons. I would have stayed winter, would have never known the spring, would have never seen summer or been able to fall for you. We got so lucky that we didn't miss the boat. So even when it rocks, I am full of hope, and the sun shines on my face with the warmth of your embrace when I think of you. Oh, the sun shines on my face with the warmth of your embrace
The shadow of your smile makes me go. "Ah, ah, ah." 3, 2, 1. No, just kidding. Welcome back to another news nonsense for this Sunday. Me and Steph were just practicing our Arnold jokes for the next session. Maybe, we'll see. They could take a beating. AirPods survive brutal durability test by passing through human digestive system without a scratch.
Great.
This is from notebookcheck.net. I guess the person accidentally swallowed them falling asleep. And they passed the test. I guess next time I need a snack, I know what to chew on. I don't know, but you know what? It's funny, but it's like that's actually impressive that the thing still passes the test. Wow.
I wonder if like were they on when he swallowed them? Like could his tummy have been listening to music? If you pump him up loud enough, would he have been able to like feel the vibrations?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he cranks on his iPhone. His stomach's yeah. All right, Stephanie, I have a question for you
Yes.
because I don't get this.
Okay.
I understand. Okay, a French woman broke a world record for running a marathon in Paris in high heels.
Oh gosh. She is amazing. She's superhuman. She's not human. She's an alien.
Now, I used to date a girl who didn't wear high heels because they can be totally painful. I totally get. Yeah, I mean that's why I stopped wearing them. No, but I don't wear high heels, dog. But no, it's I couldn't resist. Got the links below in the show notes, and all I can say, Stephanie, this was fantastic, Bill. Stephanie, can you do an Arnold for me? It's like, yeah, come on.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Let's see if I can channel the Arnold. Thank you for watching News and Nonsense. I hope you will be back.
Hey, I give Stephanie an extra 2 today, so that's 3 for her and 1 for me. I lose. Okay.
I win.
Workplace bully claimant, this person's name, covers his face as he leaves the Court of Appeal in Melbourne, March 29th. That was a couple days ago. The Australian Appeals Court on Friday dismissed a bullying case brought by the engineer who accused his former supervisor of repeatedly breaking wind toward him.